Hello everyone. Now we are going to discuss about how we can generate the approval list and later how we can take the information from that list in Excel and in different columns. So in order to do that, first you have to log in with the Ellipsis credential which you have been provided. So let me log in with my user credential. So it is opening now. Okay, so I log in with my user credential and press enter. So first go to acquisition, come down, go to report, and there you will find one option approval form. Just double click on that. So it will open one window where you need to type the approval number. So for example, my number is 24 and I have to generate the report of this particular approval number taking these options. See, by default control number and this all information is checked. If you want to add anything else like approved by or series or acquisition mode, then you can add accordingly. And then there is a very important option here, list by. You can generate the list by subject or vendor or requester, title, publisher, price and acquisition mode. But here we are going to discuss this subject wise first. Why? Because we have to generate this subject wise list to know the total number of title in one department. The total number of means title available in the one department, and then I will uncheck this option and press OK. So what it will do, it will open another means pop-up where you can choose the options which you want to use, and here you have to remember the output file name because this is very important. The file name extension you have to remember, that is the AFR, and just press on OK. So what will happen, it will generate the report and it will get saved into the print folder of your Ellipsis. It may take some time depending on the total number of titles added to the particular approval number. Okay, my file is closed now and the total list has been added to the approval number in my report. So let us go to the report, minimize this and go to print folder, and I'll just refresh here, and then you find out yes, I am locating it here now, and I open this. Better it is advisable to open with Word file, so that it will you will have option to adjust the layout, and here you can see I have adjusted and now I am getting the information on one screen. So this particular information you can see that it is coming in the zigzag format, and this information you have to separate into different columns. Okay, so we will be taking the first department, or you can say the this particular department, how many titles are there. So we will be taking it into the Excel file. Just come down. Okay, I have come down. Okay, let us. Okay, so the total number of title ends here. So I'll just go up and see the total number of title I have selected, and just right click and copy it. Now open the Excel and just paste it here. So you can see it is pasted, the whatever the information you have taken from the Word file. And remember, the total information which is coming up to column J, it is not like that. The total information is pasted into one column. You just double click on that, so you will notice that the whole information is coming into one particular column. And here you need to understand that what we are going to do now, we have to separate this particular value, the total quantity, the price, and accordingly we have to calculate the total price. And how we are going to do that we will discuss here. But before we proceed, you have to clean this file, because you will notice when you generate the particular report, it generates the report page wise. So after every page, automatically it adds some information which you need to remove in order to get the proper report when you finalize the file. So I'll just go after one page and find out where are the information which I don't need. I'll just remove everything from the file. So now my file is clean and I have to start the procedure now. So in order to separate this particular quantity, you have to know how you can do this. I am going to use the method by adding one character, and there later I'll use that particular character as a delimiter to separate this particular value to the next column. Okay, so how I can do, what I observe, that there is a currency and there is a quantity, and in between these there is a gap of and that I have to find out how many character, the total number of spaces, or you can see the gap in between both. So to know that, you just double click before the quantity and press the back space. 1 2 3 4 5. So I can means by this I have come to know that there is a gap of 5 spaces between the currency name and the total quantity. So again I will press 1 2 3 4 5. The same way you can check with the INR, USD, BP or any other currency which you are using. Okay, and then later we will add the character to it so that we can separate this value. So let us do how we can add means the character, special character. I'll select this particular column, go to home and come to the last and find out the replace option here, and here you have to first give the currency name BP, and after that the number of spaces in between the currency and quantity, 1 2 3 4 5. You just leave it, come down, again you enter the name of currency and again you hit space 1 2 3 4 5 and enter special character. So this particular character will be taking as a delimiter to separate this particular value to the next column, and replace, click on replace all. You will notice that 9 replacements have taken place. Likewise you can take it for INR 1 2 3 4. Why I have taken 4? Because in case of BP there was only 2 characters, automatically 1 character will be added. Since here it is INR, so there is a gap of 4 character or 4 space between currency and the quantity. Come down and enter INR 1 2 3 4 and add the special character and press on replace all. You will notice it has taken 8 replacements. Now the next currency which you are using is USD. Just enter USD 1 2 3 4. Come down, USD 1 2 3 4 and add the special character. So again you press on replace all. So it has changed the total 6 replacements, and press on OK button. But here we have used one more currency which is very important to know, because that currency is given in one character. We have to find out is there any other currency which has been used. Yes, it is there, but it is with single character. This particular information, if you replace with any other character in order to add the symbol, what will happen, wherever it finds the E, it will replace there also. So now you have to put the logic here. Just find out the gap between the number and that particular currency, and you will see here there is a gap of 1 space. So just remember this 1 space gap and find out the gap between the number and the currency. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So again I'll press 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I come to know that there is a gap of 6 space between currency name and the quantity. Okay, let us replace this particular information. I'll enter here first one space, then press E, again 1 2 3 4 5 6. Come down, give one space, press E, and 1 2 3 4 5 6, and add the special character. And when you hit replace all, you will see it has taken one replacement successfully. And now press OK. So we have done almost all the work here. Now let us see how we can take this value to the next column. Okay, so select this particular column, go to data and click on text to column. So it will open another window where you have to choose the delimited, and hit next. Here you will find the different delimiters. You uncheck the tab, select other, and the character which you have added before the quantity, you just press that character. And the qualifier, you just select none and hit next, and then press finish. Okay, so you can notice successfully it has taken this particular value to the next column. You just check it once whether anything is missing or left. Okay, we have successfully done this. Then after that, you just copy this information or cut this information and paste it here. Why? Because now we have to separate this control number and currency separately into two different columns in order to fetch the total price. We have unit price here of this particular title, and we have the number here, but wherever we have the total, we suppose more than 1 2 3 4 5 copies of this particular title, there we will have to find out the total price. So let us see how we can separate this particular control number and the currency into different columns. See, already there is a character use, left and right, a circular bracket, but this particular might have been used in some other title or some other places. So what I suggest, that before you proceed for separating this particular value, just find out in the file, is there any title where it has been used, so that you can easily remove that, so it will not take effect. Yes, we found one place where the left. Okay, so here we have to remove this circular bracket. Just remove this one. Okay, I have removed this, and then come down and find out, is there any other title which contains this particular character. Okay, there is one more title where we find this circular bracket. Just remove this. Okay, so almost we're done. Okay, so here we have finished the total, the exercise which we are supposed to do. Okay, let us take this particular value to the next column. So I'll select this particular column, go to text to column, choose delimited, next, and then I'll choose the special character which has been used, left bracket, and click on next and finish. Okay, so you can notice here that this information which was in the column A has been taken to the column B, and you can check it whether it has been taken successfully, because in some cases, if the character which you have taken as a delimiter to separate the value from column A to column B, if it is missing, so it may create problems. So before you separate these two values, it is advisable to check it properly. And now select this column and click on text to column, choose delimited, click on next, and change the character right bracket and click on next and finish. So you will notice the information has been taken to the next column. So we have successfully separated the control number, price and quantity. You just remove this particular column and make it center so it will look nice. Okay, so you can see it is successfully separated these three values, and what we have to do is we have to calculate the final price. But for that, you can see all are not appearing in the same row. So what you can do is select the total, because in against every title you will find the gap of one row up and down in quantity and price. So you just cut it and paste here. Now you can see all are in same row. You can notice here all are in a same row, and then we have to find the total price. So let me name this column for easy reference. This is title, this is control number, and this is price, and this is quantity, and this is total price. Okay, so this particular total price will be calculated based on this price and quantity. So let me add the formula equal to, in bracket I'll take the cell number C3 multiplied by D3 and close the bracket and hit enter. So we found the total value based on price and quantity. So I'll just select this one and drag. So I have successfully dragged up to the last title to get the price, and to know the total amount of all the titles, you just add all this. So you just select this one and come to the last and press on auto sum. Come down and you will find that we have got the total price. The same way, if you select this one, this particular cell, and come down and select here, so you can see the total number of count is 24 and the total volume is 30. So this way we can take the information from this particular column to the other columns. Hope it will be useful for all. Thank you very much.